Hello everyone and welcome to my corner of the world, and we're gonna be doing another set of pages for my junk journal, and I'm thinking that this is going to be the last set that I would need. Now my last video I worked on this set of pages and I just wanted to show you how they're all finished off. Now this piece is currently not stuck down, but when I come to sew my signature together, then all of this will all come sort of all be fixed when I sew everything together. But I just wanted to share that with you because I didn't quite get it finished in the other video. Okay, so as I say, I think this will be the last set of pages that I need to fill my journal. You can just see here, there's still a little bit of room there that we can make use of. So I found this box of paper, parchment paper here. It's like £24 paper, and it had some whole sheets, but it also had a bunch of half sheets. I have no idea why I had a bunch of half sheets in this box, but I thought, well, I want to try and use them. Well, of course, they're sort of big enough for the journal, but obviously I can't make sort of a double page this away. So I thought that I would take two of these and see if I could make a double page with the paper like this, and then have these two, have the ends sort of folding in. So that is what we're going to attempt to do in today's video. So I've got these two pieces, and I'm just going to get this is my new decal edged trimmer. As I explained in my last video, I wasn't getting on terribly well with tearing with a ruler. I think my fingers really weren't strong enough, so I treated myself to this, which actually cuts a rough edge. So let's do two together. See, look, it does just a little do rough edge, but that's perfect for what I'm looking to do. So I'm just trimming these edges off just so that my pieces of paper are the same size. And I'm just going to cut a tiny snodge. That was a technical term I introduced either in the last video or the one before. Just a tiny little edge off there. Right, so that gives me my rough edge, well, my sort of torn appearance to my paper. Now the next thing I thought I would do is to try, I've been thinking about how I was going to do this. How was I going to join these two pieces of paper together to make my signature, to add to my signature, but have them fixed without too sort of much of an overlap. And this is my idea that I've come up with. I have no idea if it's going to work. So I'm going to take the straight edge, the one I haven't decal cut, and I'm just going to put a 1/4 inch fold or score line on them. Like I say, I have no idea if this is going to work, but hey, we're going to give it a go. Let's put that away and see where we go from here. So I'm thinking if I fold along that score and see, fold along this score. Let's get something to put those folds in. There. And then my idea is that I attach these and line them up so that there's two folds come together like this. So let's get some adhesive and there, I think it's coming through. So we just put a little bead of adhesive down here. And kind of right up to the fold. And then I'm going to line up the fold here and then flip this over like that. And I'm hoping that this will give me a really firm join. And then this piece there, I'm going to put my adhesive there. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I wonder why that's got a little bit of red in it. There must be something inside the tube. There we are. There. And then I'll just take away any excess adhesive there and there. Now, okay, I think I've got what I was hoping for, is that what I didn't want to do was to stick the two pieces together and then have to score them to get my center line. And I think I've managed to do that. Let's see. Now, despite the fact that I cut those pieces together and I've got that bit lined up, I'm still a weeny bit over here, but never mind. If I'm going to have those pages different in different places, it probably won't notice, but you know, it's kind of troubling me. Let's see if I see, they're the same size at the top, it's just at this point they're not. So let's see if I can't just line it up a tiny weeny bit to just trim that very end piece off just here, just to even that up. Nope, need to move it in a little bit further. There, got it. Okay, got a good investment there. Right, so now there's my double page, and what I need to do is to line it up like this. And I think what I'll do is line that up with the center a bit. like that, and put a couple of paper clips either side. There we go. And then it's not quite, doesn't really matter how many bigs it is that way, it's making sure it's this way. And so then I want this to be like a 1/4 inch away here. So there's my piece there. And then put that fold in. Let's put you to one side. And then line this up with the fold, and then just put my fold in like that. And then pull this back and like that. So now I've got my page, albeit like a mini page, but then it's gonna have some flappy bits like that. So maybe what I could do is sort of get some journaling on these, do some journaling on these, and then have some decoration. And I think this is actually, this has worked out well. So thinking about it actually helped me out. Thinking about it did. Right, let's see. I put some colour. Let's get rid of my cover. So if we put some colour on here, just to give it a little bit of a shabby chicness. And then we've got to decide how we're going to decorate these pages. So that's that bit. I won't do it all at the minute, because I think what I'll do is I'll do like I did the other page, because I'm gonna decorate both sides of the page the same. Then I think I'm going to there we go, do one piece at a time and see where that takes me. It looks like that piece actually didn't get cut on the decal edge. Must have moved, but hey, I'm not going to be worried about it. That is not a problem in my book. Literally in my book. Right. Right. So let's just see where that takes me. Now, I've been using these really pretty papers with the roses, and then I've got some, a journal, here, and some of this, and then I've got some stripies, and then this one we did the other day. So I've got this bit, and I've got an idea for doing something more with that to tie it all in. So I'm thinking about using some more of this paper. So this is just printed on copy paper. I haven't done anything too special because I want it quite light. So this is how my page is going to be. It can even be like that. Anyway, that's how my page is going to be. So I want something here. And maybe, let's see, what have I got, any other bits of stuff that I might like to use. Okay, so I've got a bit more of this, so maybe we can use some of this. A little bit of stripy. And there's that other piece that I'm thinking about using later. Right, well, let's see what we can work with. So this would be a good piece. If I'm going to put journaling there, I can put this piece here, and I'll have room for another piece there. Right, so let's go ahead, and what did I do with my ruler? There it is. So this is actually this piece is going to be, I need 3.5 by 5.5. So let's go get the thing out. So I'm going to cut this just over 5.5 and then bring it back into 5.25, because that's what I needed. And then I need 3.5. I said 3.5, didn't I? I should have made a note of it. So that's 3.5. So we'll take a piece off of there and cut that to 3.5 there. And I'm gonna do the other piece so I don't forget my measurements. So this needs to be 5.5. So we cut it. Oh no, that has got a decal on it. So that's. See, I forgot the measurements already. So that's got to be 5.25. And then this is going to be 3.5. Right, so there's my other piece. If we see how long the video goes on for as to whether or not I do both sides today. Right, so here we go. So now I'm starting to think about various embellishments, and I've got lots of pockets in this, but I want to use this for my upcoming holiday that we're doing, and so I want to have some journaling spots, and I want to be able to use my pockets to put things in. So I don't want to fill them too much. So I'm thinking I could use tags and some other embellishments, which I'm gonna again use my I'm gonna do a video on them as I build up. There we go. So that's that bit. And then if we do if we do here, so this piece here is about 5. And so we need, that's 5 1/8, so we need 4 7/8. Okay. So if we do up and down, I should be able to get 2 pieces out here. So that's 5 3/4, and that bit is like 10 1/2. So if I cut this in half, and hopefully I'll be able to get enough, otherwise I'll have to print another piece off. So I said it, so this is 11, so it needs to be 5 1/2. Think again, Cindy. Well, maybe if I just started by cutting off these white edges. So I want a piece that will go like that. 5 3/4, so 5 3/4, so that would be 5 3/4, 5 1/2, and that wouldn't give me enough there. So I'm going to cut this a little bit on the smaller side. I'm going to cut this so I get half a sheet. So that's, I need to cut, that's 10 1/2. So I'm going to cut 5 1/4 off of here, so that I can get my page piece. So yeah, so that's a little bit on the smaller side, but that's fine. I don't mind that. 5 1/4, and to that point there, that's 5 1/8. So if that's 4 5/8, so let's say 4 5/8. Let's say 4 3/4. Let's go 4 3/4. And then that piece can go there. And then this piece. So if I've got this edging this side, I can put the other edging on the other side. So let's take this off, this little bit off here, because we can do that now that this is smaller. Oh, it's got too much white there, Sind. There we go. So that's that. And I did this 4 3/4. So we'll do this 4 3/4. And then we take this piece off the end. Right, get rid of the rubbish. And we said that we would have this one side and this the other. Oh, and I like that. Look, see, look. So we've got that going like that and this going like that. I think that looks pretty interesting. And then we've got this piece here. So let's just, I think someone's out there mowing their lawn. I don't envy them. It's nearly 100 degrees Fahrenheit out there today. I wouldn't care to be doing that. Very brave person. You know what I forgot to do? Darn. I'm going to put that upside down side. And I'm just going to add a little ink to these two edges that haven't got a bit of colour. So one day maybe I'll have a go at making one of these that doesn't have the vintagey effect. Okay, and so we're doing quite well. We've been going, what, 20 minutes? Gosh, that 20 minutes, 25 minutes fair shot by. See, that's what happens when you're thinking. Time flies. So I think I'm going to have to probably wait a day or two, or at least maybe a half a day or a day, for this to dry before I start looking at binding, because you don't want the adhesive to be soft, because then what will happen is it'll move. There, so I've got quite a big margin around, so that goes like that. Okay, so let's just do this, just do this last little bit, and then I'm going to call these pages done. Clearly I've got a lot of decoration to do on them, but that is something for another time. And I think I got the hang of this little tube of glue now. I couldn't get it to work when I was working on a page the other day. It just wasn't coming out, but hey, it is coming out now. There we go. So somewhere I've got my little pin for stop my glue in the setting in the little tube there. So there. Right, so I've got my pieces here. I'm going to do some journaling here, although I'll probably do some decorating on that. So that will go like that, and then this will come like that. I've got some decorating to do on there, and I'll cover that little seam up. And then I think I have got enough pages. So let's have a quick look. If we pop that in there like that and get the cover. And there, I think we have got plenty of pages in my journal now. So there we are, there's our final set of pages. All we've got to do now is to bind and decorate. So look out for the next video when we're going to do that. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, go ahead, give me a thumbs up. And I certainly appreciate you choosing to spend some time with me today. And I will look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks very much, and bye-bye for now.